What's up everyone and welcome back to a new video on the channel. Welcome to the Forza 5. In today's video I'm going to try a tune that you guys have sent me and it's on this car. Actually, that's why I've already switched to it. The Lancer Evo 7? I actually don't even know which one this is. It's 2005, so I'm assuming it's the Evo 9, right? Because I think Evo 7 came out in like 2003? I don't even know, to be honest with you. I genuinely don't even know. I'm talking out of my ass here. Regardless, this Evo that we have is an absolute monster. We've had this car in the game for a long time now. It looks like this, by the way, as standard. I haven't done anything to this car. This is what this actually looks like in this game. It's a time attack car and it looks unbelievable. So in today's video I want to go ahead and try a tune that you guys have sent me for this car. So that's what's happening. I made a video on this car in the past and it's already like a brilliant car. We already know how sick this thing actually is. But like I said, someone has sent me a tune for it to try. So that's what I'm going to do. If you guys want to send some stuff over yourself, then of course you can easily do so by visiting my Discord. Link to that is down below. And yeah, you can just join it and you can send stuff over. You can see what's going on over there. Basically be a part of the community. Also subscribe to the channel if you're new because it helps a lot. Anyway, let's give this thing a shot. It's an S2 He said that it is one of his favorite cars he's ever built. Tuned for the Toge. So that's what we're going to be trying this on. Great sweet spot. But that just could be my opinion. Feedback wanted. Best time I've had is a 406 with it, and it breaks like it hits a wall. Okay, cool. He also ended up updating the tune, by the way. He says this one understeers less, so he gave us an updated tune for that, which is perfect. Anyway, let's give this thing a shot. So 291-879-767. That is a share code for this thing if you want to try it yourselves. Let's search this up and see what's going on over here with this thing. Yeah, okay. That's fair enough. Pretty much everything looks very similar to what my car is like now, maybe a little bit better. Okay. Let's see. Let's see what this thing is like. I don't even know what tune I already had on this car, but we'll just go with this. Apparently the grip is worse. The lateral G's are a little bit worse than what I'm having on my car right now. Anyway, let's just give it a shot. See what this guy did to his. He hasn't really changed anything in it, has it? It looks pretty much the exact same, so hasn't really changed anything in it. It does now have anti-lag. Still very fast. Still changes gears really well. It does grip up really nicely as well. I think a few people were kind of like disappointed with this car, I think, when it came out, right? They wanted it to be even more extreme. They wanted this car to be like super OP, and it never actually turned out to be like really OP. It was a very good car, just never like overpowered, you know. So I think it's gonna be kind of fun to try and test this thing out on the mountain pass. So like I said, I have a whole separate like leaderboard on this Golden Toge track that I'm gonna be trying this car out on. So we're gonna see exactly how this thing kind of goes. So this is the track here. There's a share code if you want to try it. Let's get on. Let's do this. Let's see. I'm gonna see exactly where this would be placed if I go and check the Golden Toge times. Okay, so I have those up on my screen. S2 978. So it's not even top of the class. I don't think you can even make it S2 like top of the class. But let's see. So 406 is what he got basically, which is it's kind of slow. It's kind of slow when it comes to the other OP cars. I mean, the fastest S2 car that we have on this list is a Valkyrie AMR Pro. That is the car that's got a 340.3, and then the second fastest would be the Elemental RP1. Those things are super lightweight. Like, these cars are all really lightweight, like really fast cars. And then the KTM Expo GT4 is up next. Like, these are all sub 4 minute times. So we'll see if this thing can get anywhere close to those. I mean, of course, this guy said that he got 406 with it, but I mean, I don't know. Am I going to drive better? I mean, it's his car, so he'd probably be faster than me, but obviously I'm still going to try that. Cockpit, because it's more fun and it's more engaging to drive. It just feels like I'm a little bit more accurate to drive like this. On this track, anyway. It does actually slip a little bit. I forgot how rapid these cars are, man. Especially taking them on like the tightest track in the game. Like custom track in the game. Of course, these mean nothing, you know, like there's no actual like proper competition here apart from literally what I have on my Discord. So I've kind of turned this track, this Golden Toge track, which isn't even that amazing, but it's so engaging to drive it. It's so sick because he's just made it narrower. Like the whole track itself just isn't really that insane. It's basically just a mountain pass, right? Like he hasn't done like a whole new track himself. But what he's done is he made it narrower by bringing the walls in a little bit. And obviously that makes it so you have to be a little bit more careful with the way you drive. And cars need to be more precise. You have to be more precise with the way you're driving. And of course, the only way to get faster is by building better cars at this point. I mean, driving, you still need to have balls to go flat out into some of the corners and actually see what the car is like and all that. But again, you need the car. You need the car that actually does really well on this track. So it is a cool concept, but like I said, there's no like actual or proper leaderboard apart from what I've had on the channel, and that's just me driving these cars as well. So it's me driving your guys' tunes that you sent me, and then I put them up on the list. I give it about 2 or 3 attempts depending on how fast the car is. Usually, obviously, if I crash, I won't really count that as an attempt, but about 2 to 3 attempts, like clean attempts. I'm going a bit too slow with this car right now, by the way. I'm still trying to feel it out just to see what it's like, but I know I can tell that I'm going a bit too slow for some of the corners. There you go. That's my first crash. I expected the front end to pull in a little bit more. I'm not gonna lie to you. Okay. I don't know if I maybe could have gone flat out for that one. I definitely can't go flat out for this one. That is a corner that usually you can go flat out in. But again, this is an S2 car. It's not like the other cars. I mean, the majority of the cars that I get sent here, they're not X-Class or S2 or anything like that, so they're much lower in class, so I knew that was gonna happen. I knew there was one point where I'm gonna be able to, like, mess up, and that was it. It's so easy to mess up there. I don't know why he made it so narrow, though. He did make it, obviously, to make it so it's, like, you know, difficult to drive through it, but he made it so narrow that some of the cars can't even, like, get through properly. It kind of ruins the whole, like, momentum of the track itself. You know what I mean? Like, if you go in with confidence, obviously, and you make it through, then you're going to be a lot faster than someone who, like, slows down a lot for the gap. Again, this is more like a scattering run, our very first lap, so I'm just kind of trying to ease my way around this track, try to figure out how fast I can go through some of these corners, what gears I'm going in, all that sort of stuff, right? I'm just kind of testing it out a little bit for myself. I do like the car. I think the car is very nice. I just don't think it's not fast enough. It's not fast enough to be with the big boys, pretty much. With the big daddies, the ones at the top of the leaderboards. But it is a fast car, don't get me wrong. So him getting a 406 seems very, very good. I'll beat the 406, but I don't know if... I mean, I could probably do sub 4, but like barely sub 4. Like, I'm not going to be squeezing off another, like, 30 seconds off this time, I don't think. You know? But I'll definitely... I can get a sub 4 if I keep going over and over again. But let's go again now. Obviously, I need to try and not crash at the gap and go a little bit faster through some of the corners, but let's give it a shot again. Let's see what we can get. Try and redeem this time. Told you guys, sub 4 minutes. 3:57. It's like almost 11 seconds faster. 3:57 is an alright time. It's like 5th? What was it? 3:57.570. Yeah, it's like 5th on the board. I mean, the next one up is the KTM, and that's a 3:51. I can maybe get a bit closer to that, but I don't know if I'll be able to actually do it properly. This is a good run. I could maybe get like 3:55 with this car, because I think I didn't crash, but it was kind of like, I did grind off the rail or whatever, the fence that was on the side. I'll show you guys the replay as well, just so you guys can see the full run. I did shut up, by the way, the entire time, because I was concentrating. So, I mean, also the replay is a little bit iffy. Sometimes it will show you that you crash into things when you didn't actually do it. It's a bit strange, but I don't know. I feel like the positioning of the car in the replay is a little bit different to what it was when you were driving. Yeah, it's nice. It is a nice car to drive. I mean, we already knew this. We knew it wasn't OP, but it was also very, very good. Again, some of the corners you can see, I maybe scuffed a little bit. I stayed a little wide. I'm still not really fully 100% comfortable driving this thing, so that's probably why. I mean, you can see like some of these corners are just not optimized at all with the way I took them. But again, like I said, the more you drive it, the faster you'll get. But I'm not going to do the same thing, you know, over and over again. Also, the reason why I'm not doing it is because I don't do that with any car, right? I usually, if I try and have like a quick run, or like a run that I've completed that's fairly quick, then I'll end up keeping that, you know? I don't really like going over and over again, because, or with some cars, and then other cars I don't do it, you know? So I feel like it's more natural to just have basically a run like this and be like, yep, this is my run. But yeah, I think it can go faster though. That is true. I mean, for a car that I've driven, what, twice around this track, and I managed to squeeze myself into 5th place, pretty good. It's a pretty good car. It is definitely something worth checking out if you have this thing. It is a good tune. I'm pretty sure like I've had tunes in the past before on this car. Pretty sure I made a video on this car before, trying out like a really good tune on it. So maybe this is better than that. I don't know. But it is nice to drive though. It's super easy to control. I definitely expected this thing to, because he said it was understeery, right? Or he said it understeers less with this tune that he sent me now. So this is like the version 2.0. So he said it understeers less, and I was like, oh no, he built a car that like straight up understeers. I prefer my cars to slightly oversteer. So I think it's a lot easier to control like a tiny bit of oversteer than it is to control understeer, right? Because I don't want to start slowing down for a corner and then it starts to understeer even a tiny bit, and then it destroys my positioning for that corner and pushes me way too wide if I do that. Whereas oversteer, it's a little sideways. I mean, I can slide it into like the corner a little bit and just correct it, you know? But understeer is a lot worse. I think it pushes your line so far off when your car understeers, especially when you're trying to corner, that you just, I don't know, it just destroys your time fully. Whereas oversteering, like I said, you're still keeping up like pace, you're still keeping up speed in the corner. You're just kind of, you know, not in a straight line and ready to accelerate out of the corner. So a little bit of power sliding, a little bit of sliding, a little bit of oversteer is definitely a lot better. I'd definitely take that any day. But yeah, man, car does well. There's that part. It sounds like my engine literally just straight up died. I changed down a gear and then I changed up a gear. Yeah, it's a good car. I think you guys can have a lot of fun with this car, trying it out. I mean, it's specifically built for this track, right? He did say it's built for the Toge, so I mean, if I take this out on like rival events and stuff like that, we might not be able to get like really good times versus the really OP stuff, you know? Yeah, I like it. I like it. It's a nice car. Well, everyone, thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed today's video. If you want to see more videos like this on the channel, then of course subscribe. Keeps you guys updated with the videos that I upload on the channel daily. But yeah, that's it. I guess I'll see you guys in the next video. Goodbye, everyone.